Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Sarah Safia and today our group will explore the most powerful and debated energy sources, which is nuclear power. Well, what does it mean by nuclear energy? At its core, nuclear energy comes from splitting atoms, which is a process called fission. And unlike burning fossil fuels, it releases no carbon dioxide during the operation. And compared to solar or wind, it provides steady, around-the-clock power regardless of the weather. It is incredibly energy dense, as one pellet of nuclear power holds as much energy as a ton of coal. So, why does this matter now? Two urgent reasons. Firstly, rising demand of electricity globally, and also climate change. We need clean and reliable power to decarbonize our grids. Nuclear already provides 10% of world's electricity, and it is proven low-carbon baseload energy source, making it a key for energy security and climate strategy. The story of nuclear energy is one of groundbreaking science and sobering lessons. It began with the discovery of radioactivity in the 1890s, leading to the first reactor in 1942. The 1970s saw rapid growth, but then major accidents happened, which are 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, and Fukushima. Those major incidents reshaped the world's focus towards safety, risk management, and public deception. And this brings us to our central thesis. Nuclear energy is powerful, efficient, and low carbon, making it a vital tool for a sustainable future. But its potential can only be realized with commitment to safety, innovation, and learning from the past.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adib Ajman bin Muhammad, and today I would like to talk about the scientific principles and how it generates electricity. So the first one is atomic structure recap. So atoms consist a nucleus containing protons and neutrons. Second, electronegative orbit around the nucleus. Uranium-235 is commonly used in nuclear reactors due to its ability to undergo the fission easily. And then uranium-235 is unstable, making it suitable for energy release when struck by a neutron. So the next is a nuclear fission. So what is a nuclear fission? A slow neutron collide with a uranium-235 nucleus. The nucleus split into the two smaller nuclei fusion fragments, and then the large amount of the heat energy is released. 3 new neutrons are produced, can hit more uranium-235 atom. This forms a chain reaction, and then control rods absorb excess neutron to keep reaction stable, and then moderators, usually water or graphite, slow down neutrons to maintain efficient fission. And then the next is, so the number 3 is how nuclear power plant work. The first one is nuclear fission occurs inside the reactor, releasing a large amount of heat energy. The second one is the heat is transferred to water, producing high pressure steam. The next, the steam flow to the turbine and causes it to spin. And then the next is the spinning turbine is connected on a generator which produces electricity. And then the last one is cooling system, such as cooling towers or heat exchangers, remove excess heat to keep the system safe. Next, the number 4 is linked to electricity and magnetism. So the point is, spinning the turbine rotates a coil inside a magnetic field. The next point is, this motion causes electromagnetic induction, generating electric current. So the point number 3 is the generator convert mechanical energy to electrical energy using a Faraday law. The last point is the electricity is then sent to the transformers and distribute to the grid. So the next, okay. So the number 5 is reactor types. The first type is pressurized water reactor. So we have 2 points. The first one is water is kept undergo high pressure, so it doesn't boil. And the second one is heat is transferred to a secondary loop that produce steam. So the next type is boiling water reactor, as we know as a BWR. So the first point is water boils directly in the reactor vessel, and then the second one is steam produced goes straight to the turbine. So I have an optional future technology, nuclear fission. So the first one is fission combines small nuclei, example hydrogen isotope, to release energy. The second one is produce more energy, less radioactive waste, and higher safety. The last one is still under development, but highly safety and promising. So that's all.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, I'm Husna. Now, I will continue on the real-world use, benefits, and also challenges of having the nuclear energy. Globally, over 32 countries have used this nuclear energy, and over 400 nuclear reactors have been built all around the world, accounting for approximately 10% total in electricity generation. For instance, the United States has the most operational nuclear reactors and generate the most nuclear power. And then in the France generate the largest share of national electricity, around 67%. However, in Japan, they have shut down all their reactors due to a massive tsunami back in 2011 and have resumed over 14 reactors due to the disaster. Here in Malaysia, we do not have any nuclear reactor or nuclear energy, but we explore the nuclear feasibility through the Malaysia Nuclear Agency, which is located in Bani, Selangor. This Malaysian Nuclear Agency promotes the application of nuclear science and technology for national development. What are the benefits of having the nuclear energy? The first one, they can produce low greenhouse gases because we don't burn them, and yet they can still provide a very large amount of electricity without emitting any carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Second, they can produce high energy density, which even though a small amount of nuclear fuel, they can provide us a large amount of energy and electricity for a long term. And then, they are also high in reliability because they can work and run almost all the time continuously and safely without depending on the weather. Lastly, they benefits us in the science and medical field, which the nuclear reactor enable research in physics, engineering, and also material science. Also medical imaging like PET scans, CT scans, cancer treatment, and also sterilizing medical equipment. Even though the nuclear energy has provided us many benefits and advantages, still there are many challenges of having the nuclear energy. The first one, radioactive waste, is very difficult to manage because they can stay dangerous and harmful for 1,000 years. Second, high construction and decommissioning costs, because to build a nuclear reactor is very expensive and we need high cost to maintain them. Third, accident risk and safety concerns, which can cause environmental damage and long-term health risks if anything happened to the nuclear plant. Fourth, the public fear and political resistance, which I have said before, 2011 occurred a tsunami and earthquake in Japan, and this raised the concerns of the civilians of Japan people, and they start to protest to the government to stop the nuclear plant reactors. And lastly, environmental impact of uranium mining, which lead to land disturbance, water contamination, and hazardous waste. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Norfara Batusha Bekasutifi, and I will talk about the future development. The first one is future technology, and the second one is innovation role, and the third one is future role in global energy. Now we will proceed to the future technology. So the first one is, in the coming decade, nuclear power is expected to advance through several promising technology. One of the most important innovation is small modular reactor, or we call it as SMRs. These reactors are smaller, more affordable, easy to construct, and are designed with passive safety system that can automatically shut down during emergency. Another major development is Generation IV reactor, which aim for higher efficiency and produce much less nuclear waste. Some of the design may be able to recycle existing nuclear waste, helping solve long-term storage issues. We also see rapid progress in fusion energy, especially through the International ITER project. Fusion works by joining atomic nuclei, just like what happened inside the Sun, and has potential to offer extremely clean and nearly limitless energy in the future. Finally, researchers are studying thorium-based reactor, as thorium is more abundant than uranium and produces less long-life radioactive waste. We will proceed to the next one, which is innovation rules. The goal of the future nuclear innovation are very clear. First, scientists and engineering want to reduce the cost of building and operating reactors so that more countries can adopt nuclear energy. Improvising safety is another major priority, especially through passive systems that reduce human error. And a third important goal is to minimize nuclear waste, including through technology that recycles used fuel. And lastly, the nuclear industry aims to expand global accessibility by using flexible design like SMRs, which can be used even a smaller or developing nation. The next one is future role in global energy. Looking ahead, nuclear energy is expected to play a key role in helping the world achieve net zero emission by 2050. While renewable sources like solar and wind are essential, they depend heavily on weather conditions. Nuclear energy can complement this renewable by providing stable, reliable electricity around the clock, especially when the renewable output is low. In the future, and nuclear and renewable energy will likely work together, forming a balanced and independent clear energy system. In conclusion, nuclear energy remains a powerful, low-carbon source with significant potential for the future development. Technology like SMRs, Gen IV reactor, fusion, and thorium could make nuclear power safer, cleaner, and more affordable. At the same time, it is important to maintain a balanced perspective, acknowledging both the benefits and the risks. We manage responsibly, nuclear energy can be a strong foundation for a sustainable and secure global energy future.